I'm in such a dry spell when it comes to movies. You have to go all the way back to November of last year. You had The Irishman, Joker, Marriage Story to an extent, and it's been so long, I've almost forgotten what that feeling's like. And it's like when you're single for a long time, you almost forget what being in love and being truly happy feels like, and you start to lose hope that you'll ever get there again. You start to think it's you. You've kind of become so jaded, cynical, you've lost the ability to just, sit down and just enjoy a great movie experience. And when you're in these dire straits, you want to turn to the consistent greats of the field. So Spike Lee, he's been around 30 years. I think 1980s he started making movies, probably done 30. But every single movie is edgy, it's smart, it sticks with you. So I was very excited for this movie. I thought it was going to break my streak. And it's just a gut punch, because in some ways it's so frustrating, because it's almost, you could say it's one of his best movies. Storyline is pretty good, the casting is great, the characters are good, everyone acts well, good casting. It's a good topic, a really interesting thing to explore that hasn't really been explored. Obviously very timely with everything going on, but it's so disheartening because there's none of that edge that you see in almost every other Spike Lee movie, good or bad. There's always this kind of quirkiness, there's always this kind of sense of danger where you don't know what he's gonna say, you don't really know what's inside Spike Lee's mind and what's gonna come out in a movie. So that's why it's so fun going through his body of work, because you never know what you're gonna get. It just didn't feel like a Spike Lee movie. So maybe you can't even say, oh, this didn't feel like a Spike Lee movie, because there's no such thing as a Spike Lee movie. His movies are so different. But I do think this movie was kind of missing some kind of ingredient that I see in most of his other movies. I don't know if that's just me, or I don't know if maybe he's growing up and he doesn't feel the need to be edgy and say controversial things anymore. Maybe he just wants to make good movies and just put out a good quality movie, which this was. It wasn't a bad movie. And he is getting older. You don't have to make edgy movies till you're in the grave. You can stop at some point and stop trying to say weird things or make bizarre, thought-provoking movies. But I'm gonna stop there. 2 out of the last 3 videos I've tried to do, I actually haven't been able to put out there because I used the wrong word and I wasn't careful with the words I used. So I am gonna try to make shorter videos until I get better about not using those wrong words. So I am able, because it's really disheartening to make videos and then not even be able to put them out there. So I will be trying to keep my thoughts a little shorter just until I get better at learning what words you're allowed to say and what you're not.